It's let's see, July 30th. I mean June 30th, 12:33 a.m. Tuesday morning. Just reading that Trump about $5 million worth of stock in a company that just got a big giant contract from ICE. I see immigration. ICE, they're the ones who arrest people, or they were in the news for arresting people and professors who were, from other countries, supposedly not legally supposed to be here or something. Was that insider information, or he just buying a company and he liked us, and then they got a big contract? He have anything to do with it? I don't know. Possible, possible. He has nothing to do with it. He just, the company invested in just made a big deal and had nothing to do with him, and he had no insider information. 60 Minutes was showing that thing on, all these betting markets, Poly Market, whatever. Robinhood has some betting on events issues, and insider information on those things. It's illegal. Military people have insider information on, different issues, and they can go to these betting markets on issues and make a big bet and make lots of money. And then they got some girl analyzing, how many sports bets do the guys win, the percent, statistical norms. And then when people start making all these bets in military things or whatever, war issues, whatever, and they start winning most of them, that means they probably have insider information. And then they got where they can track where these bets are coming from. Can they? I guess they can detect the exact computer and account. The companies that run these. I mean, they can. Because I go to Robinhood and they say, "Did you just log in, or somebody else is logging in on your account?" Now I don't know if this is real or not, but I have to log in and verify and shit, which is fine. I want to make it really difficult for any hackers or whatever to try to get into my account and all the billions and trillions in there that want to steal from me. Yeah, that's not the case, but I don't mind. Actually, it's fine. But these betting markets, they can detect where the bets came from exactly, from what cell phone, and I guess maybe they can detect the location, geographic location, what laptop, whatever. That goes back to the issue of what's insider information. Non-public information. All information is debatable. Is it real, valid, credible? Just lies and gossip. I went to that Park Place the other day and like try to find a place to go buy a Coke, and like two or three of the restaurants I used to go to are shut down. And is the whole shopping mall going bankrupt? Maybe I read they were. I don't know. I thought maybe I read something where they got a new owner. They were selling the shopping mall to a new owner. Maybe the new owner didn't renew the leases, or I don't know. They got some little stores in there now. I don't know who goes to them. It's kind of like the old Prairie Village Shopping Center. All those little stores, the mom and pop stores, and you know, not very many people went to most of them. I don't think. And now they tore down the old Macy's and turned it into a big giant sports bar. So they tore down Medcast South, got a giant sports pickleball golf putt putt place. And a couple of giant Lowe's and Home Depots and all these giant warehouse stores. Are going, or the malls are getting torn down. So really, these small little, quaint little malls. The only thing that really is probably going to thrive is a good restaurant that has entertainment as an experience. People are going to go there for the experience. They got the nice courtyard fountains and live music for free, and that's an experience people go for. The atmosphere, but the fact that these restaurants are all shut down, like what the heck's going on? That's the only thing that anybody would go there. I mean, I don't know. They got other stores in there. I don't know what the heck. You got big giant clothing stores, Oak Park Mall, or Macy's is still there, and Dillard's, Nordstrom's, these giant fancy clothing stores. They got a million, and they got quite a few little boutique stores. Jewelry, whatever. I mean, I guess they make money. I mean, if they're not shut down, they're making money. But Oak Park Mall, and I noticed over in Oak Park Mall, some of these restaurant buildings are shut down. They had some pop-up soccer restaurants or something going on, but some of those are shutting down. National chains. I don't know. Everybody can buy stuff on the internet. That killed all the giant malls, most of them. Restaurants, people are fickle. They can be hot, and then they can be cold. I don't know. But, insider trading on events, issues besides stock market, and they detect these things. They get like they're showing an abnormally large trade on something price of oil right before Trump announced the peace treaty was signed. The price of oil went down, and they detected it on their trading screen, events or whatever. And I guess the company could trace it exactly where it came from. I guess I don't know. Is that illegal? They seem to think it's illegal. Does the guy who made the trade have a tip? Was he 100% right or 100%? Was he just gambling on a tip and it turned out right? Or these guys talk about monitoring insider trading based on registered insider trading. Insiders who register their trades on SEC websites, and they publish this stuff. That's a strategy. Follow them, or just following Chicago Options Exchange. These guys talk about big abnormal trades, abnormal trading on a particular issue. Puts and calls, selling calls, buying calls, puts. Stock price is moving based on how much volume. Abnormally high volume, abnormally low volume. Those are all things that establish patterns for trading stocks, options, whatever. All variables that can be used. I mean, I guess there's a case for every side of the equations. There's some side to it where they could make a case that both sides have a case for their side, I guess. I'd say minimum wage for me with my degrees and test scores is $4 billion a year, past due since 1985 when I got that master's. And that's fucking no hundred. That's no fucking question, punks. Hand me the money, scum. Oh, I got a very good case for that fucking goddamn statement issue. Every punk involved with disrespect, boom, boom, out and go to lights. Prove it. Who are you? Prove it. Prove it over and over every day. Prove it, punks. Murderers, identity thieves, frauds. Look like fucking scum. Performance enhancing materials. I got a headache. I'm going to take some ibuprofen. Geez, I just performed better. Is that a performance enhancing material? Should be outlawed? Throw me in prison? Can't use that for life, sports, sex, getting up in the morning, I mean, I just ate an apple a day keeps a doctor away. Is that a performance enhancing material? I mean, come on now, punks. Seen this video about this guy, Claude Computer Systems, AI computers, where they went through billions of data on people with diabetes, and they found out, that the one issue is an amino acid, something that has quit, is not being produced in the body anymore, and they came up with a solution to activate that production of that amino acid. I can't remember the name. I got it on my website. Seemed interesting because I have those issues. You have to get up and pee a lot at night. Numbness in your feet. I get a little numbness in my feet sometimes. I do have type 2 diabetes, they said. And, I am tired more. I'm getting 64, but I do get tired a lot. They're saying the drug companies are motivated to keep this simple solution secret that they discovered in April or May. And, they got natural plant-based materials. They have in a capsule a certain amount combined, that they have to be a certain amount combined to achieve the results of erasing type 2 diabetes and all this other stuff of frequent urination, numbness in your feet, whatever they call it, neuropathy. I do get that sometimes, one or two in my feet. And the other, peeing a lot and type 2 diabetes. And they said they tested it out on people, and after 2 or 3 weeks, yeah, they were cured. Is it real? Is that real? Well, I look at I Googled the product to see if there was a review. Okay, it's up for sale at Walmart or this company's website. It looked like the same thing. I don't know, you could buy it at Walmart for something like $19 or something. No prescription, generic, just to supplement whatever, vitamins, things. Let me try it out. I don't know. Their little 30-minute video of this guy talking. They don't tell you everything up front. They make you sit through the guy's spiel, keep you going, and then at the end, they're talking about metformin, big giant drug company, and I'm taking this metformin. I looked it up, and I guess it's also a devil's claw, a plant-based thing that women use for beauty and losing weight. Seems like somebody told me. So I heard somebody said that to me once when I was a teenager because of my skin problems, but I didn't really think about it. Then I looked up this metformin thing. What the active ingredients are, and because I thought my skin was getting clearer. With this metformin for diabetes, and it's supposed to make you lose weight. That's a $1 billion drug company product. They don't want you to quit taking their $1 billion products and switch over their simple little over-the-counter remedy that cures it. They're motivated to keep you going. It's like doctors are motivated to keep you with diseases so they can keep on making money off of you. Pharmaceuticals are. Who do you believe? Who do you trust? What's, performance enhancing materials? Insider information. Minimum wage for me is $4 billion a year, based on that hedge fund paycheck. Past due since kindergarten, punks, for all the punks who disrespected me. But I'm so much better than $4 billion a year. I'm $4 billion a day past due. You want me to explain that to you again, how that works? Top hedge fund manager in the U.S. made $4 billion last year. He returned 15% annual return. I can do that in one day. I can do that in 1 hour. These punks at Merrill Lynch said my degrees don't matter. Threw me in jail for trespassing. That's been used against me ever since at jobs, denying my hedge fund license because of that. By the idiots in Topeka who said my degrees don't matter. Taking away my real estate license, denying my broker's license, using that among other bullshit crap they did in real estate. No police actions, but plenty of bullshit crap. Hell, Lyft. When I was a Uber driver, I was even turned down for Lyft because of that shit. And then Uber fired me when somebody lied about me and they didn't give me a chance. You know, who gives a shit about being a Uber driver? It's just a dumbass job, yeah. But, I mean, I did it for 5 years as a top-rated driver. Now I got these idiots mouthing off about Uber, Woolworths. Either of those companies can start paying me my $1 billion a month. I'll let them do that. I'll tell these dumbass punks who mouth off to go to fucking hell and fuck off and get away from me, punk. Flunk out of kindergarten equivalents. Some of these guys go around acting tough, mouthing off. They're fucking nothing. They're scum. They're just nothing. Nothing as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a shit. They got bullshit jobs. They make a little bit more than minimum wage, so they go around trying to get people to work for them. When I'm better than they are and I'm better than their bosses, they want them to start fucking. Well, fuck you. You're nothing. I don't care. Where do I go to get respect? Tell me. I don't know. I've never been there. And that's one of the problems. I came home to mom and dad video corner thinking that would, but it just turned into hell, lies and gossip and shit and everything else. So yeah, all that matters is who you trust. Are you in an environment where you're allowed to do what you want to do and earn the right to do, and everything, all the rules are followed and everything equally for everybody? It doesn't exist on my time. So just hand me $1 trillion, punks. State of Kansas, Purdue, Oklahoma State bullshit, IBM, real estate bullshit, stockbroker industry bullshit, courthouse industry bullshit. Hand me $1 trillion, punks.